Here we go. Locking it down for the fourth quarter of 2021. Things have been a little crazy, especially in the economy, in the world economy, with shipping. And, there's news of the whole what are we going to do for Christmas thing for the kids and all that kind of stuff, with supplies running low, materials and so forth, an expectation of a lot of things not being available in stores, online and stuff like that. So I can tell you that here in Florida, warehouses and the whole industrial side, as far as commercial real estate is concerned, has been crazy, running out of space. I think what's happening is a lot of businesses are coming down here. They're stocking up as much as they can, materials and stuff like that. And on that note, with materials, wood prices have apparently come down approximately 65%. So it's a lot better than what it was, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, it was comparable, if not higher than the price of metal when it came to like completing a wood trust for a home, and then people started going to metal truss and so forth. So metal is starting to skyrocket now. If not, it already has skyrocketed. So we're dealing with those as far as builders are concerned. But apparently materials are still running dry and scarce, as those who can control the inbound shipping of those materials, they're the ones that are killing it right now, right? And that whole supply chain. And what I wanted to bring you were some updates when it came to real estate for residential on that side, according to the National Association of Realtors, and more specifically here in Florida, as the real estate market here is significantly trending, right? So I wanted to bring you guys some updates on some information, realtor news and stuff like that I have access to, and the public does not. So I feel like, let me bring this to you guys in a short, kind of nice and precise way. I can tell you that as far as my agenda is concerned, I won't take too long. Okay, I'm just going to drop some facts on you guys, and I got to get out of here. I am nonstop. I'm watching my watch right now. I just realized my phone is not syncing for some reason to my watch. I hate that. Like some days it's like dead on and I see everything on here. And then other days it's like, are you kidding me right now? Why am I not seeing who's calling? Anyway. All right. So real quick, I told you guys before, appraisal prices for homes are not appraising, and it's because of the obvious. All right. When you have a significant influx of cash buyers coming in and buying homes, okay, that's great that you have this wish list of how much you think your home is worth because you put in the sweat equity and things like that. All right, a person comes in and they're like, hey, your home's worth 400. And you're like, yeah, but you know what? It's for sale for 500. And then that cash buyer comes in and they buy it for 500. Guess what? You win, right? So what do you do with that? Okay. And then what happens is 3, 4, 5 other homes, cash buyers, overbidding once again, and they buy that home. Then the cash buyers subside. People come in and they're like, hey, comps are showing that in the past 6 months, these homes sold for 170,000 over, right? 100,000, 70,000, 50,000. I mean, these are the kinds of escalated prices that have happened. I myself had a deal, like I said before, where it didn't appraise, and it was approximately 200 to 180,000 over. Okay, these buyers wanted this house. Guess what? They did it. Okay, so if you want it, you know what? It is what it is. Buyers control the market. You can sell for whatever you think it's worth, but if it doesn't sell, I bet you're coming down in that price, right? So according to what it says here, it says soaring home prices, rolling appraisals, pending sales. In August, 13% of appraisals came in below a home's contract price. It was higher in May at 19.7%, but still up compared to sales early last year, which was apparently only 7.3%. So you guys can see, and that was January 2020. So year to date, I mean, come on, 13%, 19%, we more than doubled, right? So it's insane because now those numbers are coming back down, and your buyer is like, hey, you know what? They're using the FHA, they're using the conventional, and the numbers aren't working. And the bank's like, sorry, dude, this isn't what we're paying. We're paying this number. So it is what it is. You're going to deal with it. or there's no deal, or you're coming out of pocket on yourself on that one, right? So that's the correction. That's not the crash, right? And it's a great marketing term if you want to freak people out, but it's not a crash. Okay, the banks, they're not failing like it was before. This is not a failing industry for the banks. So if that's the case, then where's your crash, right? Let's just apply some common sense here. Now we're back to supply and demand and what the actual value is of your property and whether or not someone is going to demand that price, right? And whether or not the supply is available. So moving forward, it says, where was the detail I wanted to get in here? It says, in separate poll by the National Association of Realtors, 12% of contracts closed or terminated in August were hit with appraisal issues compared to 9% in August of 2019, before the pandemic fueled the housing surge. So it makes sense. You see that big change, 12% as opposed to 9%. Okay, that's a 3% increase. And like I said, as marginal as that may sound, that's huge, right? And it's something that people need to pay attention to. One of the other things that drew concern for me as I was looking, through a lot of my research, I saw that IRS now is really trying to do their homework. I mean, as crazy, as disorganized as they are, we can laugh, but apparently there is significant interest. Here it is right here. Vacation owners, IRS needs to know where you live. Interesting. And I really wanted to read this. So I'm going to read it with you guys. Let's read along with me real quick. All right. So it says, vacation owners, IRS needs to know where you live. Under U.S. tax law, payers can have only one official residence, and lockdowns may have changed the state a vacation owner calls home, but it's also not that simple. So apparently they're digging in, right? Because people were kind of going back and forth trying to make lives easier for themselves, as you should. I mean, come on, it's a damn pandemic, which is now going to become life. There's no going back to what it was. This is what it is now. This is the way we live, right? It says homeowners are increasingly dividing their time between two or more homes equally, which is known as the co-primary home trend. It has become feasible because remote work became a viable lifestyle choice for less wealthy second homeowners during the COVID lockdowns. While owners could consider themselves to have a co-primary home, however, the IRS would disagree. Under tax law, one home must be primary. That key issue needs to be resolved. So they're digging in, right? So don't play games with IRS because they will find you. They're already trying to get a hold of our bank accounts, right? And everything that has to do with how we're spending. So it looks like they are our new bookkeepers, if you will. Watch, because I don't see us being very far from that. You know what I mean? One of the other interesting topics that I saw was, and this kind of makes you cringe. Dude, there was a deal, all right, between a buyer and a seller and the agent. And because of the disagreement that they had during this deal, the buyer, who was an 84-year-old person, decided to shoot the agent. What? Dude, we're getting shot over deals now? This isn't a drug deal or some nonsense where that's the collateral damage because there is no actual entity taxing the situation. So obviously that intangible point that happens during a drug deal is your taxing situation. Someone's coming to tax your ass, right? Nope. Looks like in a legal incident, all right, in Virginia, looks like a homeowner bought a home sight unseen and wanted to return the house. Ooh, right? He killed his real estate agent who went over to talk about it and later killed himself. Are you serious right now? I'm not going to go in on this and read this article in depth because I'm not going to promote, or I guess, further put negativity out there into the world. But I am going to say, what the hell? Come on, people. Really? We're talking about material items here. Everything. If anyone is in any kind of investments of any sort knows that everything is negotiable. Everything can be figured out. And if it is what it is, you know what? You bought a house, you don't like it. The industry is crazy right now. Dude, close, turn around and put it back up for sale. Resell it. You got your house, you're not happy, put it back up for sale, living in it, you're not staying in it, you know it's for sale. That same agent's going to turn around and flip it and put it right back out there, get your money back, close, move on to the next. How about that? How easy is that to solve? Come on. Like, it just doesn't make any sense right now. We're getting out of control. Seriously, people, calm down. Pandemic has everyone all worked up. You know, problems can be solved. It's bad enough people don't want to go to work, and small businesses are taking the rut of that right now. I'm seeing for hire signs everywhere right now, and no one's taking the jobs. That's already crazy. Apparently, on the upside, all right, U.S. lending and funding for multifamily is being more encouraged right now, especially coming into 2022. So for those looking to have a plan to get together and start buying multifamily properties, banks are happy to see you. You should see the ads all over. I guarantee if you say, hey, Google, and you go on your phone and you start looking up, you know, how to be funded or how to get money for multifamily properties, you're going to find a million ads right now because they're open. They're like, hey, I want to give you money. Do you qualify? Let's go buy a house. All right, let's get a multifamily property. Let's go out there and make some money. All right, guys. So I just want to catch you up on some stuff. This is my short little, you know what I mean? Because if you're an investor and you're about making money, I'm about making money. We're going to talk about making money. This is what we do, right? I want to make money. You want to make money. Let's make some money. Let's have some fun. All right. Hey, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.